Happy New Year, my friends, and welcome to 2021, which has got to be better than its predecessor. Last year, known as 2020, was, in a word, really bad. And we have to hope that the new year is going to be better, but what do we really know? I mean, especially about New Year's. To the best of my knowledge, New Year's has always come 1 week after Christmas. So I assume that the first New Year's came 1 week after the first Christmas. So let's travel back to that time and learn about the first New Year with this classic Friday Funnies encore on the history of New Year's. You know, the first Christmas in Bethlehem was abuzz with excitement over the new birth. There was a big sale at frankincense, myrrh, and beyond. Everybody took a few days off from work just to celebrate. It was a wonderful time. Until one of the city councilmen said, hey, you know, we got a problem. Up until now, all of our years have been known as BC, before Christ. But now that he's here, we have to call them AD, something in Latin. So all of the councilmen, first of all, what surprises me is nobody saw this coming. You know, after centuries of declining year numbers, 45 BC, 44 BC, 43 BC, nobody figured out that one was going to be the last of the BC series. So the councilman said, you're right, we got to do up new calendars. We may as well make New Year's in a week and have a big party to celebrate it. So they set up a stage in the town square. You know, they blew up balloons made out of sheep bladders. They invited everybody to come for a New Year's Eve celebration to usher in the new year. So they're all together, and somebody in the crowd finally said, hey, when's midnight? And somebody else said, hey, what's midnight? Because you see, back then, the only timepieces that they had were sundials, which were highly inaccurate at night. You know, they'd go like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., dark, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., you know. So one guy said, oh, I got an idea. I got an hourglass as a Christmas present. Let me run home and get that. We'll make New Year's in an hour. So while he went home, the people were enjoying the music of Guy Lombardo and the Royal Corinthians, and when he got back with the hourglass, it was time to do a countdown. So Dick Clark got on stage. He was just a kid at the time, and as the final grains of sand fell through the hourglass, he said, hey everybody, count down with me. X, IX, VIII, VII, VI, V, IV, I. Happy New Year! And everybody was partying and blowing the ram's horns and making noise. The next morning was a big parade with goats and camels and sheep all covered with flower petals. And then they wound up, went through the streets, wound up at the athletic field where the Pharisees faced the Sadducees in the very first manna bowl. And then the next day, everybody went back to work with a brand new calendar and went shopping for linens at the January white sales. And now you know the rest of the story of the first New Year's. That's it for another year, my friends. Thanks so much for watching the Funnies throughout this year. I hope that I was able to bring you a few laughs every week, and I look forward to continuing to do that because in times like this, laughter is our best defense. For additional laughs, listen to my podcast, Another Day Above Ground. It's the podcast for baby boomers, but there are laughs for everybody. Now I've got to go and start breaking some New Year's resolutions. I'll see you next week. Happy New Year.